All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Melissa. I'm your host for today. So let's start our watch party and make sure to follow us on Rojak One ASEAN and also YANA. All right, so let's start by sharing the talk for today. Our speaker will be coming up real soon. All right, that's the countdown for our live for today. So, are you guys excited? I hope you guys are excited because I am ready to learn more about the topic that we will be revealing in just a moment. If you guys haven't shared or started a watch party yet, make sure to start a watch party right now. I'll be starting my own watch party as well. Give me a moment. Right, let's start a watch party. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm so excited. Let's start watch party right now. Okay, how do we do this? Start a watch party. Okay, so whoever that haven't followed us on Roadtrack One ASEAN and also YANA page, so make sure to go and like and share right now, and make sure to start a watch party because the topic that we will be talking today, it's all about secrets to a healthy body image. So as a model myself, I face this kind of issues all the time, and I hope that this talk with our potential speaker later will inspire you to work out. Okay, let's see how many people are joining us currently. Okay, I think we have 5 people in, right? So make sure to continue starting a watch party and, hang out here. Send in some questions, prepare, think about what questions that you would like to ask our transformational coach in a while. Okay, I do have a long list of questions that I would like to ask myself. So I hope that we could actually have a really quality time with our transformational coach that is waiting backstage right now for us to start. So quickly share and, stay tuned for it. We're going to start in like less than 5 minutes. All right. Let's start a watch party. I am excited. Okay. Right, in less than 3 minutes, I will be bringing our transformational coach right in front of the stage. Okay, it's actually dinner time. I hope that you guys actually had your dinner already. Or if you haven't have dinner, make sure to bring your dinner with us because we are going to listen to what Thomas is going to talk about. Right, I'm excited. Okay. Okay. Yep, I can see our facilitators, doing their job, do prepare your questions on fitness, diet, weight loss gain, and more. All right, 20 packs are ready to go. All right, I think everyone is here. So let's start. So before I start, I would like to bring up our speaker of today, Thomas Anand George, and he's up. Hi, Thomas.
Yo, hey, hi Mel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you
Yep,
feeling?
doing good as always. Awesome in my heart and soul and the body. Yep, always good.
All right, that is good. Have you had your dinner already?
Probably later. Normally I have it around this time, but I think the party is much more important than the food that I'm going to do now. So it's going to be
Okay.
somewhere late tonight. Yeah.
Okay. So, before we actually go into the slides and so on, I would
Yeah.
like to just tell everyone who you are, what you do
Sure.
and stuff like that. So, let me
Uh,
introduce you properly, okay? So, we have Thomas over here. He is a transformational coach and he works as a financial protection consultant. Am I right, Thomas?
yep, that's what I do.
All right. And he was actually obese 7 months ago, like
Yep.
104 kg. And look at him today. So if you guys want to know what are the secrets and tips, you have to hold on, stay here, watch and ask some questions. We can learn a lot from Thomas. So Thomas would like to, inspire some people over here, just start introducing yourself a little bit other than that.
Yeah, again, yeah, thank you, Mel, for this opportunity to be here today. It's a pleasure to actually be here to share on my story and how I have, transitioned from what I was to where I
Mm.
am today. And yeah, I'm a transformational coach. I help people to believe in dreams and, take them out from the feeling that they can't do something because I have a whole story of myself. So when I am able to relate to people and people get to relate back to me, that's where it gives me that joy to see that when someone goes from point A to point B or whichever point in their lives, and if they see their journey and you see that little teardrop come down their eyes, it's a wonderful feeling that is irreplaceable. So besides that, I'm also a financial protection consultant, just insurance. So people who are looking out for protection or investment protection policies, I help them out also. So it's a cross link between fitness and also securing yourself in eventuality. So I see it as a good match or marriage in both of these industries. So that's what I basically do on a whole nutshell. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was going to say that. I was like, it's kind of good, He helps you
Yeah.
to work out, get fit, and then he also
Yeah.
secures you on the other side,
Yeah.
It's a really good plan you have there. All right.
It's like a marriage. Yeah.
So it's good. So
Yeah.
are you ready, Thomas?
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm going to share my story
If
on what
you're
happened.
ready,
I'm
yeah,
pumped up and all
the
ready.
stage is
Yeah.
yours.
So, all right, cool.
So Thomas will be sharing his slides with all of you. So make sure to stay tuned, prepare your questions, and make sure you listen to how he transformed himself, because I think that's really cool. Respect to you,
Yeah.
bro.
Fill it in. Fill it in. I can't wait for the questions that are going to pop up. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Can everyone hear Thomas? If you can hear him, just put a thumbs up in the comment down below, all right? Let me start the trend. Okay, let's just do that.
All right.
Okay, I think everyone can hear you. I can hear you clearly. Yep,
Wonderful.
I'm seeing the lights. Okay, that's good. I
All
think I
right.
can hear you. You can start, Thomas.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So yeah, I believe every one of you have heard this term, health is wealth. And it's a cliche term, and you get it. People like, meh, like everyone knows about it. But yeah, the point, what happens is, are we really doing what it takes when it comes to investing in yourself? So I'm going to cover a major topic, which I think where we can come into, where it's called the mental real estate. It's basically investing in your mind, because we are all tied down right now with the pandemic. As it makes it even worse. So you've got all the problems coming out, you got issues everywhere, out of your job, and you might be at home depressed, So it's like a constant battlefield. So what happens is you either lose focus or you get out of the whole tangent of your emotions, and that can really screw you up. But at that point, we fail to realize that our mind is actually it's like a property. And I'm sure if you have a house, you want to beautify it. And if you have a car, you want to make it look good. So people will look at it and get impressed by it and like, you know what? I love this car. It looks beautiful. It's amazing. So the same way that works to yourself. So, just like your physical health, you want to be physically fit. So you're mentally fit. So you're motivated to actually face your daily work, your task, whether you're working from home or whatever it may be. So that's where I'm going to touch the areas on how we are going to go about doing this and what are we doing about it, and how a healthy body image actually can complement a healthy mental well-being, and how that can bring you from a good point of where you are to a better point in your life. So this was me. Yeah, as you can see, a nice big huge chubby lump over there. So obesity was basically my life. I enjoyed food, you name it. I eat everything under the sun, Hokkien mee, KFC, whatever it may be, junk food. Even junk food was life. So I was made fun of, mocked, and then it sucked big time. As you can see, a man with man boobs is something you wouldn't want to have at a certain point when you realize, hey, it's affecting me, mentally. Dropped my self-confidence, my esteem, went down. You feel that little down in you, and what happens is you become very irritable. So I was a very angry man. I didn't see, the point of being happy because, I'm fat and it doesn't make me feel good. So, I said enough was enough. I took my first step and I did my first jog. It was the hardest jog in my life because, at that point, I was thinking, how am I going to do this? Because I was 104 kilos. So, Mel and everyone out there, can you imagine, you're really heavy, you're trying to push yourself. And the next thing you know, you're just, like a hippopotamus. So I got kids around my neighborhood, saying, hey, see that hippo running. So it's like, hey, see hippo running, and they used to mimic the way I ran. So, you can get insulted. At the same time, you can choose to take it as positive, positive haters that gonna make you feel that, what, I'm gonna show you guys that I'm gonna be someone out there. So I tripped, I fell, I bruised myself. So as you can see, these are the injuries that I sustained from my runs. Being fat, being clumsy, won't be able to actually balance yourself at certain points. Had bad bruises. My cheeks, my hand, till I even once fell into a drain. Yep, as you can see, it fractured my rib, and I had a crack over at my rib there. And I was thinking at that point, can I do this anymore? Should I do this anymore? Is it worth it? Is it really worth my time, the effort I'm going to put in? So I kept on moving because I believed in one thing, that if you're going to get to your goal, or if you're going to feel good about yourself, this is where you're investing in yourself. Remember I said mental real estate? Yeah. So the mental real estate is where you invest back in yourself, because you are a property of yourself. So you have to push yourself, because nobody's going to do that for you. So no one could stop me, no matter what happened to my rib. And things, changed. I'm showing you exactly how it was, my lifestyle. Yeah, beer was life. I used to drink a lot before. And yeah, it just couldn't be something I can take myself off. Then yeah, diet-wise, heavy. That's when I started on the right. You can see my supplements there. When I got a bit more serious to my weight loss program, and yep, with eventual and everyday grinding and jogging, I literally became more like a mutant with superpowers. It became my lifestyle. It became something that I couldn't run away from. So the diet that I took, which I think it's possible, right? Which is possible for others, and if you think that you're looking into this, it's not impossible to do. In the morning, what I do is I have my breakfast, which is a post-workout meal, wheat bakes and bananas with milk and eggs and coffee. And for lunch, it'll be quinoa with eggs and tofu, lettuce and edamame and corn. Then for any snacks in between, yeah, you have your fruits to actually keep keep yourself, very well, filled in a good, healthier way. And at dinner, it's back again to homemade salad, lettuce, mangoes, and all that put together. So, that was something that I enjoyed. And it was for not a short time. It was 1 solid year. Yeah. Are you guys with me?
We are
Yeah.
definitely with you. I
Cool.
am with
All right.
you.
Cool.
It's
Any
getting so
questions?
interesting.
Please feel free to drop it. Yeah. So for 1 solid year, what happened was I just gave up on all these things that I used to eat. No fast food, No fizzy drinks, no ice cream, and all that. Just throw it down the drain. There's a point you realize that you don't want to do this anymore because it doesn't actually help you any further. Because again, I got the mindset basically that eating crappy food, it's more like it's a punishment. Because at the end of the day, you are gonna just eat, and that junk is gonna just make you fat and fat. And I didn't want to go back there, so I had no cheat days because sometimes I get people asking, do you have cheat days, bro? I don't. I didn't have cheat days for one solid year because I really wanted to achieve that goal and invest on that mental real estate, which I mentioned to you about. So the strategy, which I think any one of us can follow, especially if you're obese, like I was, if you see in my previous photo, is basically cardio. Massive cardio is what I did. Of course, you can have your own strategies, your own styles, but from a testimonial of my own, which I would like to share with all of you, cardio is what I did. I just used to jog until it became a running activity. I joined the running groups on Facebook, follow them, and they give inspirational quotes, and this is what you could do also to get inspired and burn nothing less than 550 calories per day. How do you do that? Get a simple fitness tracker, or whatever you, or just run around for 5 kilometers and increase your pace with that. All right, no rest days and eat clean. You will see that difference. So what happens is at that point, people will give up because they get fed up. But when you see the results coming, which is what happened to me, as you can see here, is what really transformed me from the lump I was to the pump I became. All right, so it's not impossible because you just got to put your mind, your heart, your soul into it, and then it becomes the results that you're looking at over here. So basically, it was not an easy journey, but it is definitely a possible journey for anyone.
All right, Thomas, I need to pause you for a minute.
Sure. Yeah.
I would just like to ask the chat. Can you
Yeah,
actually
sure.
hear Thomas clearly? If you can hear Thomas clearly, say number one, type in number one on chat, right? Number two is good, So let us know whether you can hear Thomas clearly. Because I was I was actually hearing you breaking. Your line is a little bit breaking.
How is it now, Mel?
I can still hear it. So let's see. Oh, one is good. Oh, okay. It's okay. All right. One. All right. Everyone is hearing. Okay.
Wonderful.
So, okay. If everyone is good, then we'll continue. All right, Thomas.
All right. Back again. Yeah. So these were the supplements that I took. The first one might, scare you a little bit, but don't get frightened by symbols. They're just basically marketing and branding. But I'm not being paid for advertising any of this, but these are stuff that really work because when you're bound to get into a regime, what happens is you tend to get lost and you tend to buy stuff and you want to get the right stuff for yourself. So I took all these. You can search them out in the stores or Google or YouTube or find more information. These stuff really worked for me, especially when I was on my weight loss program to get to where I wanted to be. So yeah, so now as you know, the pandemic is all around the corner and we are quite tired to stay at home. So if I'm going to tell you to go run out, of course there are people who still, and you can, I think, go out right now as long as you maintain your safe distance. But say if you want to be on a safer side, right, Mel and everyone, we know that the cases are going up. I think the digits have gone to 4 now, 4 over digits right now out there, so it's not a safe time to be on the outside. If you're working out, especially for families at home, you got children at home, old people, so you want to take that little step to be a bit more careful and then be safe. So I said that damn, I've lost my ability to run because running was my life. I loved it so much that it became like my daily Bible. It became like my everyday mantra. I never stopped a day, but I had to adapt. I had to adopt to something. And that's where you don't give up. So you either adapt or you don't, or you start eating. You just pumping in all the food back again, and you say, I'm fat again. You go back to square one. So the question that I want to ask you, everyone out there who's listening there, is how much are you willing to do whatever it takes? That's the question I want you to stick into your mind. With the mental real estate scenario I gave earlier, you have a house, that's you. You've got a home, you want to beautify it. What are you going to do about it when you know that you cannot, your house is, either you don't have the money for it or something, it's either going to be taken off by the banks because you can't pay for it. So your body is already in that state. You cannot do anything about it because you're at home. You gotta innovate. You gotta come up with a strategy and ask yourself, are you willing to do whatever it takes? So I followed my good man, Rich Piana, avid bodybuilder, my greatest guru and inspiration that inspired me in my workouts at home. So Rich Piana basically created the monstrosity in me. I would say the emotions that drive me to what I'm doing. And are you really doing enough every day? And that came up with the culture that I abide to and I follow every day, which is basically 5%. 5% is all it takes for you to ask yourself every day, are you willing to do whatever you take to reach your goal? So let's just put fitness aside for a while. Your work, are you willing to do that five? I take that 5% to reach that goal. So work from home and still get your job paid, or go out, do something safe for your family, earn for them, and come back. So this is where fitness comes in, and the mental real estate of your body comes in terms of physical form, the 5% mentality. So what I did was I became a 5%er. I would like to look at myself as leaving the human form that I was to another form, which is basically more animalistic, more like I can do things because I can afford it right now, because I've done it and I don't want to let it go. So within your four walls, you come up with a strategy. No gym needed. You don't have to sign up to any centers, whatever. You can do it at the comfort of your very own home. So I came up with my own strategy with much research, with much studying on stuff that most athletes do. And this is what I started to do every day. So at certain times, I would have a rest day, but mostly on a daily basis. This is what you can do while you're staying at home. So again, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to do whatever it takes? So say if you got, you have your four walls at home. What do you do in the morning? Wake up. All right. The best time to do your strategy of your workout is when you wake up in the morning, spend a little time on some planking. I can go up to 15 minutes right now, but it's not recommended for people who are starting because it can really either break your back or you already have an injury, which you don't want. And the whole points of planking is, wasted. So it boils down to age. The questions I think you might have is, I'm 70, I'm 80, I'm old, I can't do this. I'm 60, I'm 50, I'm 40. I can't do it because I have an existing condition. Fine. Go on with your condition. I understand that, that you have your own challenges, but in every study, in every research, everywhere, the moment you put yourself into a catabolic state, or when you try to take yourself into a state where you're burning, you're just doing good to yourself. You're going to get happy hormones coming to you, because what I see on Facebook, what I see on Instagram, people are quarreling, you have issues at home, fights and everything and all that. So how do you keep that mental real estate, the mental real estate fixed? How do you keep the mentality going? How do you keep your mind running and pumping while you're at home? Because remember, your mind is a powerful tool. You can either make yourself or you can break yourself. So this is what I do every day. So 15 minutes planking, 100 reverse crunches, 20 bird dogs, 100 leg presses. You can see from there, air leg cycles, return middle speeds, sit-ups, push-ups, calf presses, chest press, dumbbells, and 20 minutes intense on-the-spot running, and 100 leg squats. Halve it, or just do 30 minutes of your time. So again, age might be a factor. If you're old, do a simple cardio at home. Just run on the spot or jog on the spot. You would definitely. Hello?
I feel tired. I feel tired, Thomas, looking
Well,
at your
it
strategy.
is kind of backbreaking when you get into it. But once it becomes, like I said, a good friend once told me, if to create a habit, just do it for the next 20 days. So once you do, first day you'll be like, I'm gonna die. Second day, you're like, I can't do it. Third day, you're like, hey, I'm getting there. Fourth day, it's like, okay, it's working. Fifth day, and it becomes a little bit there. So when you go on to your 20th day, it just becomes normal. When I started the planking, Mel, as you know, people think it's an easy workout. It's the worst, most painful workout ever. I'm sure you would agree with me on that, right, Mel?
Yeah, I agree.
I did 1 minute when I first started. I couldn't even go more two. Two was like, oh God, I'm shaking. My biceps, everything is shaking. But as you progress, it works really well. And basically it's just how you want to set your mind, and are you willing to do whatever it takes, to reach that goal. This is basically the strategy that I follow. Once you're done with your workout, just cool yourself down, calm yourself, and just rest. So again, please fill in your questions if you have, because my workouts can be a bit extreme, but it's workable. You can halve it. You can go even around just half an hour, just simply doing a simple jog on the spot, if age is a factor. If you're young, if you think you can work out, this strategy keeps you going, and you can actually break your own personal record. So these are my own stats on what I do. I like to always challenge my fitness watch, and I use a fitness watch. So I believe that that the watch is something that that you want to break the barrier that it creates, and somehow that's where it motivates you. So each time, whenever I see that I've overreached my aerobic fitness or my anaerobic fitness, it just makes me feel really good. You know that you've done some justice to your body while you're at home and while you're doing your work and everything. So I abide by the principle: the God made man, man made machine, and machine basically made me. Because it's just how you want to tune your mind to believe, to be a machine and move in that principle. So this is what I got in. I went into. I transitioned myself because I'm working from home now. So pre-workouts and the whey protein, and also before I hit the sack at night, basically I take the. I used to take the drink Sleep and Grow. This is what keeps your the amino acids in good balance, so that you get enough supplementation of the good protein that builds and repairs your muscles while you're sleeping. But this is all what I do on my daily workouts. So this is my fuel now. So what I take now is basically oatmeal. All right. So I take oatmeal for breakfast, or for lunch I have my brown rice, and got a mixed good of vegetables. And I've got the snacks coming in the evening. Then by dinner, back again to oatmeal. It is not an impossible diet to follow, but it's very much possible, because again, it boils down to your mindset. I mean, are you willing to actually do whatever it takes? So the question that I was asking, that I asked earlier is, how much are you willing to do whatever it takes to get to your goal? So that's what you have to ask yourself. So when you wake up in the morning, are you going to go and take the nasi lemak? Are you going to take the nasi goreng? Or are you going to take that Hokkien mee? Or are you going to take that chicken burger because it just tastes so good? So this is where, you're going to add on the calories, because, while you're at home, you're unable to go out. You want to actually, watch your diet. So breakfast is basically get yourself some oatmeal. You're not going to cost much. By lunch, eat some good brown rice, or, chapati, or wholemeal bread. Then when it comes to the evening snacks, have a nice fruit, or have some lean bars along with the side. And also back at night and oatmeal. So, I think what might happen is some of you may say that, okay, it looks expensive, right? If I can't just, buy oatmeal every day. I have a family. I've got children. I've got other people to think about. And how am I going to go about it? The question is, are you willing to do whatever it takes, again, to invest back into your mental real estate, which is where your body comes in and the physique comes out, So that's where you can choose other options. You can go to stores that sell rice at a cheaper price. You can go to stores that sell oatmeal on bulk. It doesn't have to be a branded oatmeal, because you don't hesitate on a weekend to go to KFC. You don't hesitate to go to either Nando's, or you don't hesitate to go to Madam Kwan's to eat a nasi bojari. But what that comes to 60, 70, 80 ringgit on one seating, that's not considered expensive because it's fun. But are you really taking care of your health? Which is what brought me to the question, like, how is my health like? When I first started, to share with you, my liver was not functioning really well. My liver levels were out everywhere, haywire, all over the place. My heart was okay, but I had all the fatty. I had a little. My LDLs were high. My low density lipids were high. So it made me realize that am I doing justice to myself? What about my family? My family, am I going to leave them behind? So people think that working hard is important. Yes, you work hard, you get a good job at a company, you become the MD of the company, you become the boss of the company. But the question is, to work hard or whichever position you're in, are you really doing justice to yourself to be fit enough to go out there, to be able to provide back and not get possibly a heart attack for yourself, or not come back with diabetes one day, which is hitting almost a lot of people out there. Anyone out there, you just pick them up. It could be genetically linked, or it could already be something that you brought on to yourself. So that is where you realize, hey, am I doing justice? So if you're not doing it for yourself, think about your family. Think about your loved ones that are depending on you. Being good at your job is one, but what you consume is what you become. And that's when you can provide to your company, provide to whatever you're doing in life. So basically eat stuff which are clean, because you're basically what you eat. So here are my cheat snacks now, okay, because I can afford it. Back then, I didn't have any of those cheat snacks. Remember, I said for one solid year, I didn't actually care because, yeah, I wanted to be serious about what I'm doing. So right now, because I'm able to, get into this regime, and I've got into this pattern where, I'm already well disciplined. The mentality, again, is the question that we want to ask ourselves is the mentality. Are we doing enough? And are we willing to do whatever it takes? Once you get that, always ask yourself this question. It gets emotional to me because being obese and getting questions and people telling you that, no, lah, you cannot lose weight. No, lah, you cannot do it, lah. No, lah, it's your dream to go from an XXL to an S. I told myself, am I willing to do whatever it takes? And the question you have to ask yourself now is, are you willing to do whatever it takes? That is possible. You have to take the first step. So right now, I do have my cheat snacks because I burn on average between 600 to 700 calories in a day. So you can afford it. You can eat these cheat snacks. All right. So this is where I'm going to come back to being realistic in your life, because once you've earned a good, figure, got the body, don't have to be, all body build and bulk and, whatever, you don't have to be a bodybuilder in order to eat this much, because, the perception is if you eat enough, then you can grow. You can eat whatever you want, I believe in that because as I shared with you earlier, Rich Piana, the bodybuilder which I follow, and I would sincerely would love if any one of you would even follow him. All right, he's like the best bodybuilder I've ever heard in my entire life, because he's very down to earth with his sharing. This is where he's inspired me to realize that you can eat right now if you have done your justice in your life. If you've done enough justice to work hard enough, to get the shape that you deserve, you can afford it. Is, for instance, a very simple scenario, yeah, would like to share with you all. You're coming up in your company, but you want to get the privilege of a CEO. How can you have the privilege of a CEO if you've not started being an executive first? If you're not, put yourself in the grinding, put yourself, to all the hard tortures and everything, and then become the CEO. Because once you reach that level, then you look down and realize, hey, I can buy that Mercedes Benz. Hey, I can buy, that expensive house. Hey, I can, probably invest on a new business, a new capital, whatever it may be. So that's where your cheat snacks come in. That's what it does to me, the justice that I give myself once in a while. So I've started my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Been working hard on it, along with my girlfriend, who's really being very supportive of me. Who's being back end, with all the recordings and everything, because the workout, you need someone to help out and all the recordings and stuff that that you want to share. So I've started my YouTube channel. Kuku Tommy is my name. You can find me out. Questioning my thing. What's Kuku Tommy? Yeah, Kuku Tommy is basically crazy. All right, I believe in being crazy, and that crazy feel drives me. So I'm mad. I just want to say that madness is not wrong here. You just do something because you deserve to do it. So please like and subscribe to my channel, which you can see in the link down there, or I can share with you later, so you can actually browse through the videos that I'll be sharing henceforth. And basically ask yourself every day the situations that will make or break you. So first thing, are you recognizing your own worth? All right. The first question you must always ask yourself is, hey, Thomas, I know this. I've heard this. I've heard someone tell me, this is how you do it, bro. Come on, this is old school. I've heard it before. Yeah, I know. But are you recognizing your own worth? You have to ask yourself that question. Then, how much do you want to take care of yourself compared to how you weren't before? Remember, you're investing in yourself. Remember, I said the word mental real estate and how the physical form affects your physical well-being, how that works together with whatever you're doing. How much do you want to take care of yourself? Ask yourself that question. So compared to how you weren't before. And then, are you willing to do whatever it takes? I abide in this every day. I abide in this principle. It drives me. It motivates me. And not just in my workout, in anything. Before going into an exam hall, I always ask myself, am I willing to do whatever it takes to score that exam? Before I go and do my insurance, or when I sell my policies to my customers, I'm asking myself, am I willing to do whatever it takes to prospect, to sell out, to come up with a solution which is where you can ask yourself the same question. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to start a workout routine? Then haters are great. I'll tell you one thing. All right. I believe in this. You need haters. You need people jealous of you. You need people to doubt you. Don't get angry with them. Never, ever get angry with them. Someone will say, you know what, Thomas? Really? Seriously? I've got other things to do. You're just wasting your time. Don't remember one thing. God gave you a gift, and that gift is you. If you enjoy what you do, if you believe in what you do, you got to put your heart and soul into it. And that's what gives me that motivation. I love my haters. If anyone's going to question me and say, how you do it's crazy and blah, 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 thank you, bro, because that fuels me. So don't get offended. If you're through your journey, you might get people who are going to doubt you. People are going to say things like, hey, you cannot lie. We have this mentality that we like to doubt someone. We say, you cannot lie. This cannot lie. This cannot, that cannot. That will happen. But then you don't hate that. You love it. That will drive you further. Don't get worried about those haters. If you hate them, tell me. I'll teach you to love them. And then always do more. All right, do more. Are you doing enough? That's where the next question comes. Are you doing enough for yourself? The justice that your body deserves for all that stuff that you're doing every day. You spend your time doing your work from home from 9 to 6. I realize people work harder nowadays. People go beyond 6 and 7 p.m. because, it's work from home. So you literally want to work even overtime. It was a difficult time before to do it when you're in the office. You'd be like, hey, boss, I got to go home now because, it's time to go back. But are you doing enough to just take that 1 hour of your time to just work out? So there's where you have to ask yourself, are you doing enough? Then go 5%. Go 5%. The mentality that I got, or the mantra that I got from my very own guru, Rich Piana, the 5% mantra, I would like to share this love to you. I would like to share this to anyone who's listening out there, or everyone who's within this circle who wants to make a difference, because not everyone wants to, get into this fitness pattern because they feel that this is just something I don't care. Fine. I'm not forcing you. I'm not telling you that you must tomorrow wake up and, wake up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Let me just, start doing the workout. Don't do it until you're willing to go 5%. That 5% is you going 5% better every day. If you did 10 sit-ups today, do another 5% tomorrow. Then the following, do another 5%. Keep on doing 5%. You can adopt and adapt that in your daily lifestyle. I can assure you, you will grow far in life. And then find a role model. For me, my role model is Rich Piana. He's been a great inspiration and bodybuilder and guru. Please follow his YouTube page as well. He shares good videos on bodybuilding. At the same time, you may even follow my page, Kuku Thomas, which I shared earlier, which actually shows all the steps and stuff that I do today and I do on a daily basis. And it's just more like interactive over there. And add some music to your workouts. When I started my running, there's a little bit of a story of myself. When I started my running back in the day, I found it hard to jog because I'm very much into metal music. I listen to very heavy metal music, all right? So I needed something to motivate myself. So, music that pushed me back in the days was I used to have the iPhone 5S. I don't like putting headphones because, headphones, it tends to, fall off, when you're running, especially at high speeds. Though they said you have those in-ear headphones, I just don't find it comfortable. So whichever way you feel comfortable, if you have your own headphones, please feel free to wear them, all right? At the same time, bring your phone with you, If you think it's going to get messy, put a cover for it. Play your music, make it loud. Sometimes I've seen my neighbors looking at me thinking, who's this crazy guy? Because I wake up early in the morning and I do my runs. I wake up around 4 in the morning because I like to wake up early because I believe that that's the best time we can focus. From what I've researched from Mark Wahlberg and a lot of, good athletes out there, the 4 a.m. waking up thing is good because you are able to, focus. Nobody's going to distract you. Do 1 hour good, clean exercise and you're good to go. Add some music and enjoy your run. Are you guys there?
Yes, I am definitely here, and I agree with you. 4 a.m. is the best because I like waking up 4 a.m.
All
to
right,
study.
amazing. Amazing, Mel. Yeah, a lot of wonders you can do for him. Because I think, Mel, the point that we are that really makes things really wonderful is the point that there's no distraction. Am I right, Mel? That is the best feeling ever because no one's going to distract you at that point. And yes, find a t-shirt that doesn't fit. That's what I did when I was 104 kilos. Today, I can proudly say I've hit 67 kilos. So I've got 37 kilos that I've lost in time. and it's not impossible. You've seen my pictures. I'm not here to just promote myself right now and say that, hey, this is me. I want to share my story. My tips to you is not for you to just see that, because everybody knows. It's not a new topic we are discussing. That everybody knows, you want to lose weight, eat less. If you want to gain and become a bodybuilder, eat more. But the thing is the motivation, it's the mentality, it's the mindset, it's the mental real estate that you're investing in. Are you investing in your mind? Are you beautifying your mind to think that you need to beautify your body for yourself to feel good and for others to feel inspired by it? So if you are fat, obese, this is what I did. Grab a t-shirt, which is S or even extra small. All right. When you're fat, put it on, take a picture of yourself, and then tell yourself you're going to get into it. And that's what exactly I did. And I was able to get into an S size shirt at one point of my life. And I felt amazing. The rewarding feeling comes into you instantly. And that feeling cannot be replaced. It becomes your culture and mantra after that. So this is basically the formula that you can follow every day. Your healthy body and your healthy image will actually entail a healthy mental well-being. So, your mind is in a good functional state because you're able to do everything. And that's what I believe we need to actually focus on and be able to do whatever we have to do. You can reach me anytime. I'm happy to share my number here live to anyone out there who's want to talk, who want to share some stories, who want to, discuss some ways we can, work together and how I can, help you out. I'm willing to help you out to change yourself, But the question, again, my question to you is, are you willing to do whatever it takes? Because I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help you out. If you are willing to do whatever it takes to help yourself out, I'm there as a friend and as a transformational coach. I'm there to help you out. You can reach me on email if you feel comfortable to reach me out on a more formal level, or Facebook. You may follow me there, Pogi Tommy, and YouTube, Kuku Tommy, and my Instagram is Warrior Manastrong. So as you can see, that's my link to where I am. And simply, you are not alone. Remember that. For those of you who are feeling really down and you think that you don't have a friend and you think you're fat, I was once there. I felt that, I didn't have anyone next to me. I didn't feel that. I felt that, I'm this fat lump, chubby boy, that will I ever be able to wear something nice? Can I be like that athlete out there? Normally we like names like, can I be like The Rock? Can I be like, Sylvester Stallone? Can I be like, now, here the K-pop is a fashion with a lot of youngsters and millennials. Can I be like whoever? I follow metal culturally. Metal has been my music from the age of 7. All right, I'm a heavy metal fan from the age of 7 till now. So I love that. So whatever you want to be, you can. Believe in yourself. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Keep questioning yourself there and invest in your mental real estate. So your body and your physical self will translate to what you want to become in your life. So that's basically what
Wow.
sharing
All
is.
right.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. And before that, I would just like to give a shout out because earlier you were actually asking whether they are still with you. I see Narvin. Is Narvin one of your friend here?
Yeah.
Narvin, Sukil. And we have greetings from Dr. Samuel as well from Rotary Moi District 3310.
Yep. Hi.
Wow.
Hi. Hello.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome on board.
Really a lot. And to be honest, you're gonna keep me thinking tonight. Like I'll be thinking, like, will I do anything, to reach that 5%, or will I give 5%?
Yeah.
To reach that body goal that I have for myself.
Yeah.
All right. So let's answer some questions.
Yeah. Fill in the questions. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Another shout out to Noah Ali from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
One of your friends as well.
What's up, Noreen? Yeah, rock on.
Yes. Wow. Okay. You do have a lot of people from everywhere of the country, which that's really cool.
God bless every one of you. Believe in it. Yeah.
Okay. So my question to you, do you believe in dieting?
Do I believe in dieting? Yeah, very good question. When I started my workout, when I was really fat, I believe you need to diet. Diet is crucial. Diet doesn't mean you become anorexic. Doesn't mean that you cut off every food out there and then don't end up eating, and then becoming scrawny. You don't want to become sick. So I would say that dieting is not wrong. You need to diet because at the end of the day, whatever you do, whatever your breakfast is, whatever my meals that I've shared to you earlier, you need to diet, but eat the right food at the right time. Watch your calories. That means, in a day, we can, the average human burns 2,000 calories in a day. So if you're not the kind who's going to burn much, like I burn an average 600 to 700 every day, so I can afford to eat a bit more. So, if you want to eat a little bit, like I showed you earlier, it's possible. So dieting, I would say, is something that you must get into, not because you want to get into an exercise, but is because you want to keep yourself fit. So, but eat the right food and diet, and eat the right kind of ingredients. You'll be good to go. Yeah, I believe it.
So
Yeah.
technically, will you say that counting calories or being in a calorie deficit is important for you to be able to lose a certain weight?
Yeah, you have to cut your calories, because I'm the real living testimonial. Because back in the days when I was obese, I eat KFC 3 to 5 pieces at one sitting. I drink like around 5 to 6 pints of beer when I'm with my friends or whoever, and then I eat anytime. But I'm hungry, I'll just go to the mama shop. I think it's our culture. We go to mama shop whenever we're hungry. We go pick a nasi goreng, nasi lemak, whatever chicken it may be. We just eat, and then I think I would go like 3 to 4 or 5,000 calories of food, but I'm not burning. So that's when it translates into that adipose fat and the tissues that form later, and that's when you bulk, not in a good way, you bulk in an unhealthy way. So yeah, being on a calorie deficit is actually crucial. Again, it depends. You want to gain, you want to be a bodybuilder, you got to eat more. All right, some bodybuilders eat up to 10,000 calories in a day. They eat 6 to 8 times, but that is if your goal is to be a bodybuilder. But if you just want to be an average, I'm a breadwinner of the family, I just want to keep myself good in order to be strong, cut down your calories. There's nothing wrong in being in a calorie deficit, but try to watch it between 2,000. You'll be good along with your exercise. Yeah.
All right. So we have a question from Charlene here. She
Yeah.
says, "Shall we pursue exercising or doing physical activities if we feel mentally tired?"
If you feel okay, again, the word mentally tired, all right, is a question of is a question you need to ask yourself every day. All right. You'll be mentally tired anytime. It could be you pick up a call today, you either spoke to your wife, you spoke to your spouse, whoever, and you would have had a long argument probably. Or you might have probably done, some house chores, and you're tired from all the physical, stress, being a mother, being a sole breadwinner, or being a husband, or probably, facing a lot of challenges that are not just, not just about being fit, but you don't skip those three important meals in a day, which is your lunch, your tea, or your breakfast, your lunch, and dinner. Why? Because you set your mind to it, and that mentality is where you need to change. I would say that even if you're mentally exhausted, don't work out to a point where you want to break your body, because working out is good, but working out too much will kill yourself, and that's where you don't want to go. That's where you're going to either inflame your liver. There's some friends of mine that I know in the industry who actually work out too much, but they don't rest, and that's going to be detrimental to your workouts. Because I had a friend whose liver who actually had a swollen liver because it was overworked. This is what happens to most bodybuilders in the industry who get very, very excited, especially the young uprising ones get into the industry and they say, like, I want to be, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't care whatever it is, even if I don't sleep, I'm mentally exhausted, I want to. What happens is you're going to impact your liver because that's your natural filter. So you're going to kill yourself. So if you think you're mentally exhausted, chill, rest yourself, do it when you're ready. And the question you must ask yourself, if you're willing to take the ice cream, how did you set the mind? It's a mentality. If you're willing to to be a breadwinner for your family, because it's your obligation, it's it's your responsibility, but how did you do it? You set your mentality. So mental exhaustion is just actually a mindset. I've been exhausted in many times, especially when I was running. Waking up every day at 4 a.m. is not an easy thing, especially when you're obese. All right, I'm sure you can agree with me in that, Mel. So it's really stressful, because at that point you just want to cry at points, because you look at your bed and you're like, hey, what am I doing? I want to sleep, man. But then you realize that, I got to prove to myself that I can do this for myself. So that's when I said, no, 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 no. I have to set my mind. Again, for what you can do is 20 days. It's going to be a test that I give it up. For 20 days, when your mind will resist you, your mind will say, I can't do it. I'm mentally exhausted. But push it. Push it every day for 20 days. On your 21st day, I can assure you, it becomes your subconscious mind activity. It's all about in the mind. So I would say that mental exhaustion, rest if you have to sleep. Take your 5 hours or 6 to 7 hours a day. Some people rest between 8 if you're gifted with that to be able to sleep. Sleep well, rest well, eat a balanced diet. You can curb mental exhaustion anytime. Yeah.
All right. So we have a question from Josh here. Josh is saying, I have tried to reduce my belly fats for some time now, but I'm not really good at cardio and definitely wouldn't be able to do your extreme one punch workout. Do you think that doing small workouts like sit ups and planks would be good enough to reduce those belly fats?
All right. Thanks, Josh, for that question. Planking, which I have discovered while working out from home, is actually a wonderful isometric exercise. It focuses on your core muscles. Yes, your question is wonderful. And I would say that you are able to burn your belly fat, but what you need to do, Josh, is if you cannot do a lot of massive one punch cardios and, grind yourself to that point, increase your planks. Like I shared earlier, when I started my planking, I did 1 minute. It nearly killed me. And I was like, people think it's just, I'm on the floor, it's possible, you're done with it. No, it's not. It's painful. But then you go up. As you progress week by week, go 2 minutes, go 3 minutes. I've seen a lot of challenges where people are actually going, I think there's this guy who has done it for more than, a whole day or something, but don't do too much, because again, there's also research that has proven too much of planking can actually spoil your back. So it's going to be just like, I'm wasting my time and then I'm just going to hurt myself. So don't hurt yourself. Planking works, sit-ups works, but not doing 20 sit-ups and you're good to go. No, you got to increase your sit-ups. Like, do 10 reps with 10 sets at least on a daily basis. Then very simply, the magic to all this is just watch your diet. Eat the right food, eat clean, you will be fine. And I think you can do it. But I would recommend, because again, you'd want to push yourself a little bit. You don't have to do a massive cardio session. All you need is just a simple yoga mat, which is what I do today. And just just jog on the spot. How do you monitor it? Josh, if you have a fitness watch or a fitness tracker, snap it on like this. So you're able to actually see whether you are burning the adequate amount of calories and whether you're going aerobically, which is basically, you're burning good, you're burning in that level where you're not exerting yourself. As long as you reach an aerobic level of your workouts, you're actually doing good justice. For at least a fitness watch, I recommend people to at least you don't have to get an expensive one. There's a lot of good brands out there which work well. Snap it on. Don't rely on it fully because, rely on yourself. At the end of the day, these watches are just there to monitor. So you can. But jog a bit on the spot, George. I recommend you to do that. Jog a little bit on the spot for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Add on your planking 1 to 2 minutes, up to 5 minutes if you can after a month or so. And then if you want to challenge yourself, like I do a 15-minute planking and one go, you can do it. Again, it's your mind. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to reach there? Yeah.
Okay, Josh, I hope that helps. It's your mind. Everything, you just need to set it in your mind and you can actually do wonders, I believe. All right, we have a question from Surabaya, Indonesia. From
Right.
Eno. Okay, Eno says, question is, how your mind keeps you from exercising. I was dieting with no sugar diet and lost 13 kg without workout because I'm too lazy, maybe.
Okay. All right.
So
wonderful.
His question is, his mind keeps from exercising.
Okay. Wonderful question from Indonesia. Thank you for the question. Basically, some people, as I know, are gifted. Some of my friends that I know of can eat a lot, but I still see them thin, and I look at them like, dude, seriously, how do you do this? So sometimes it could boil down to genetics. Generally, sometimes you have the genes in you that actually help you to remain. Because I have friends who eat even ice kacang in the middle of 12 a.m. I'm like, how do you do that? It's like, I want to do that, but I can't. I know what I'm going to get into. And it boils down to your genetics. Sometimes there is a play between genetics and also, the level of how you want to put things. But again, be cautious on one thing. Sometimes thin people also can be affected with diabetes. We are never sure when, when our insulins go haywire. And that's when, at one point, when you're 40 or when you're 50, like when I speak to some of my clients in insurance, and when I speak to them, I say, bro, how's your health condition? Bro, I have diabetes. I was like, what, really? How? I thought you're so thin. How do you get the diabetes, man? Then they'll be like, don't know, bro. I think it's just genetics. So you have to be cautious on those aspects. Very good, you can lose your weight without putting any exercise. But then again, remember, your body is like a whole pipe. All right, your body is like a pipe. It's a sink. All right, you're gonna wash. You're gonna brush your teeth every day. You're gonna spit in that sink. You're gonna either clean your hands, wash your hands. Now everybody's washing their hands because of COVID all around. Stuff are gonna go inside your pipe. So pipeline is your body. So you don't want, at certain point when you're 50 or 60 or 70, when you suddenly get a heart attack that you're not aware of, you're gonna say that, oh God, I should have not done this to myself, and that's a bit too late already. So I would say you're blessed to be slim without exercising, but try to do, with this blessing that you've been given, add some 10 to 15 minutes of, again, simple cardio. Again, I'm going to recommend this to you. You're good to go. Just do some simple cardio every day, because it's important to keep your body functioning, because when your muscles, we don't realize, we always think that I'm still young, but remember, you will get old when you're 17, 18, and muscle atrophy comes in, wastage happens. So when you say, if you were to when you were to fall down someday, or you met in an accident, I don't want that to happen to you, all right? I don't want it to happen, but these things are bound to happen. But when you're recovering from a surgery, all right, what happens is, you will actually recover slowly. All right. The living testimonial is my own dad. He's 77 now, but he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop his daily jogs. He doesn't stop his daily walkings. He makes sure every day without fail, he still goes out for his evening walks. He has to, because if he doesn't, it's like kills him within, I think that's where I probably got that inspiration from as well, because, having the genes that runs in the family. So he does that. So he underwent a bypass a couple of years ago. So people are like, okay, he's already, 70 plus. What if he doesn't pull through it? But because, the physical form that he got into, according to the doctor, made him recover so faster. So right after the surgery, he was in a sedated state. And after the sedation, he was back again to the ward. And he was talking like it was just any other, procedure out there. So be careful on the aspect of age. Just make sure that you burn a little bit every day, because your body is, again, a dirty pipeline. And you're going to not do justice to it if you're not going to at least clean it with a bit of workout. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to ask, the same thing I just like to add. Like, for me, I always try to at least do 10,000 steps a day. Like, even if the days that I don't work out, is that sufficient? Like, for instance, I eat below 2,000 while I do 10,000 steps.
Yeah, you can actually, if you alternate your workouts every day. Say, for instance, you work out today, you don't work out tomorrow, it's fine, because again, your body needs to recover. Again, when you work out too much, so again, that's the problem of your diet. If you know that you kept your calories really low, but you're already living a very healthy lifestyle, because you've already increased the metabolism. So what's important is your metabolism is already kickstarted. You've started the engine, it's running. So you can afford it. Like for me, there were certain times when I fell ill. All right. So I couldn't work out for 5 days. It broke my mind. Being a person like me, I don't like to miss my workouts. It's already like an addiction that I cannot miss a day. I thought that in 5 days, God, that's what's going to happen to you at one point. You're like, I'm going to put on weight again. So I checked myself after 5 days. I went on my weighing machine, and I saw that, hey, I didn't gain any weight at all, because your body's already got into a rhythm. So that rhythm is fine. So if you're gonna miss a few days, as long as you do 3 to 4, if you do around 3 workouts in a week itself, it's actually good enough. It's just that if you can do it on a daily basis, you spend at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes, it's just good enough already. Just take that little part of your time to actually work out. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
All right. We have 2 more questions before we end the session for today.
Wonderful.
Or actually, we have another session on Instagram at 8:20. Yeah. So we have 2 more questions. So let's answer the question by Nanik. Okay. Nanik asked that I will ask about how to overcome the hunger that always comes at night. I have no problem with weight, but I know it's not healthy. Even though I already ate at 7 p.m., I could feel hungry again at 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. What I must do at the first time to change my habit?
All right. Thank you, Nanik, for that question. I had that struggle. All right. Again, being a person who enjoyed eating, eating was life. You saw my photo, it was heavy, it's huge. What you need to do is a trick that I learned is drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water to suppress the hunger. Water actually is a beautiful, it sounds like I'm going to puke, taking it. When you initially start drinking water, you feel like, oh God, this is sick. I can't do it. It's like it's sickening. And at one point, you just want to like, I can't do it. Again, 20 days. Remember, I said 20 days. Do it for 20 days. The challenge would be difficult. I will be honest to you. I'm not gonna just flower you right now and say that don't worry. It's all about the mindset. It's not all about the mindset if you're gonna start, but you gotta fix the mind. You gotta fix that mind, and it's about fine tuning it to realize that hey, I've got to do something. So if you have that hunger cravings, because again, research has proven that at 10 p.m. our body clock it closes. So you cannot whatever you're putting after that is gonna make you put on weight, unless of course if you're gonna sleep and wake up in early morning and work out, that could be your pre-workout meal. That's fine. But if you're gonna sleep, wouldn't recommend to eat it because you're gonna just add on the stress to your stomach and everything is not gonna digest well. So drink water. The strategy is very simple. If you're hungry in between, drink in intervals. Every time when you're going, get a glass of water, fill it half first if you're not used to it. Then keep on drinking every half an hour. Drink that water because it'll suppress that hunger. Water is known to suppress hunger after a while. I can see you, Mel, drinking the water there. Yeah, it is a cure. Water keeps you good, especially a lot of people think that, I know a lot of people have the issue, they don't drink much water, and that's really bad for your body at one point in life because you're bound
For
to get kidney.
me, I go about 3 bottles a day.
Sorry, how many is that again, Mel?
3. This is 1.5 liters. Yeah, I drink a lot of water because I'm trying to eat less.
Yeah. I'm a water junkie. I think I worship the water in the morning, afternoon. I can't go without a bottle. Each time I'm going out, if I'm in a mall, I need to have 2 bottles in my hand. Either there's 500 mils water, I'll have to have 2. Each time one is in, one is out. So yeah, try to drink water if you think that you're hungry and make that 20-day therapy, as I said, 2 for 20 days. The 21st day, you're good to go. I can assure you that.
You see, you have a nickname, right, earlier? And you know what was my nickname last time? Yours is Hippo, right? My nickname was Tanki.
What is it again?
Tanki Ai.
Yeah, Tanki Ai. Yeah. It's terrible.
All my friends are watching here, and I can see them laughing with the water bottle because I used to be a kid with the big water.
Yeah, you get the nickname. Yeah. Water Tanki. Yeah. So it was mine, man.
All right. So make sure, guys, drink a lot of water. It really helps. When you're hungry, maybe it's just thirsty. If you don't drink enough water, you will feel that hunger or thirst. You might confuse it sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So our last question for today.
A little thing there also to add on. If you think you want a snack, grab some fruits. Fruits are very simple. Grab some fruits. It's simple. Get some apples. It doesn't have to be expensive apples. Get some good quality apples you can get off in the counter. Keep in your fridge. Just chew on an apple. It's good. And as they say, apple keeps the doctor away. So, it works. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because I realized My News and 7-Eleven have started selling apples individually. And it's only 1 ringgit.
Correct.
You can get a chocolate bar for $1, or you can get an apple. You guys, you make the choice.
All about choices at the end of the day. Yeah.
All right. So let's answer the last question for today. All right. From Saudi Arabia. Will it be possible for us to replace protein drink supplement to others?
All right. Thank you for the question from Saudi Arabia. Let me tell you the myth about protein supplements. All right. Why do you grab a protein supplement? Many, many years ago, we grabbed it because it was coined as if you take a protein supplement, you will bulk. If you take a protein supplement, you will build. I know I've shared 2 supplements in my videos, 2 protein brands that really work well, good protein. But protein supplements is if your supplementation is not adequate for the day. If you don't have the right amount of protein, you don't eat the amount of eggs in a day, if you don't have sufficient protein from your diet, that's when you take. That's why it's called a supplement. It's not going to replace a meal. So it is fine to replace a protein supplement because it is all marketing that has gone into our minds that, that if I only take a protein supplement, I can bulk. I know people who have not taken protein supplements, especially those who are going on a very, very tight budget. Especially now people don't have jobs and everything. They're like, I can't afford a tub of protein. Some of them cost between, up to 150 or 200 ringgit. And if you're going to take 4 scoops or 3 scoops in a day, you're always going to go to the store and buy it, and that can be costly. So you can watch your diet. If you're bulking, eat simple food. There's a very simple 3-step process, for protein. People think that rice is bad. Rice is not bad, but in good portions. Grab some brown rice. Brown rice will actually be good for your body. There's a lot of good nutrients in it. Get a lot of eggs, get a few fruits in your diet, and you can actually put protein supplements away, and you don't actually need to, work on it, So I have tried to be on a protein supplement deficit after I've tried not taking it. What I do is add on my good food. It's important to eat real food. Protein supplements should not be the ultimate answer to everything. If I don't have my protein supplement, I will, fall sick. Or if I don't have my protein supplement, my muscles will, fall down and everything. That's just basically marketing that Arnold Schwarzenegger put his logo on top of a label many years ago, and that became a myth to everybody. It's like, if you don't drink it, and that's where people went on. They started using marketing theories to say that you don't take protein supplements, you don't take whey, you don't bulk. If you don't take protein supplements, if you're going to run your cardio, forget it. You're going to be skinny as an anchovy. Those kind of things will come to you because it's again the mind. Eat clean food, eat real food. You can replace protein supplements if required, and also you can take supplementation if you think the supplementations of your real food is not adequate. But I don't recommend you to cut off your food, eat your real clean food, but add this as an additive to your workouts. Yeah.
All right. So you're suggesting not to totally depend on proteins, because nowadays I see a lot of people trying to change out their lunch or dinner with a supplement shake.
No, don't. I'm not against people. I know a lot of people have this new meal replacement therapies, things, all that. If it makes you happy, do it. But I would say that, again, we do not know what happens to our body in the long run, because when we get old, things happen. You're bound to fall ill. You're bound to get sicknesses. You're bound to get a lot of things that you may not know, because at the end of the day, remember, whatever you consume in your body, don't just think of your heart. Your liver is a natural filter. So it's going to go through that liver. So if you're going to fully depend on only protein supplements, and that's going to be your all-in answer. And if you don't know what you're getting into, the brands that you're taking, there's a lot of brands out there. If you take the wrong ones, you're going to damage your liver. I had people who are so bound and tied to protein supplements. What happened was they kept on taking it. I have a friend, my own friend. He got admitted because he started to have intestinal bleeding. You don't want to get there because, again, your water supplementation is important. Or you got to maintain. It's okay to take supplements. I'm not against supplements because I take it myself. But you need to flush your body with adequate water. Then it's fine. So do not use supplementation or protein supplements as an all-in answer. You can go with real food. If you think you want to replace a scoop of protein supplement around 24 grams, eat around 6 to 8 eggs a day. Don't take the yolk though, but try to take 2 yolks at least in the morning, and the rest of it, go with the egg whites. It's not expensive to get a crate of eggs. Just get the ones that are off any store, which is cheap. Get them in bulk. Keep them in the fridge. It'll last really long. You can replace your protein supplements with that, and it's cheaper and it's less expensive to manage.
Yeah, technically, one tub is about 150 to 200. In
At
compared
least.
to one tray of eggs is about 20 ringgit for 24.
24 ringgit. You can feed yourself, and if you have a large family, of course, you have to consider a lot of aspects. If you're a family person, if you're a solo, you're single, and a lot of things you have to consider. Eggs are never going to be harmful. Your children can have whatever they want, but I don't advocate that, that you create a bad, unhealthy culture for them, for them eating burgers. You can bring it to them, also wonderful, but at the same time, add the eggs into your diet. If you think that, protein supplementation is like an addiction to you, real food anytime replaces protein supplements any day.
All right. So we actually answered all the questions, but I do have a private chat here where we have Dr. Tin over here saying that she needs to gain weight. And do you have any, I know we have talked about a lot, like gain weight, how to lose weight, what are the tips and so on. Maybe you can give her a little bit of word of encouragement.
On how to gain weight, is it, doctor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Again, If how's your weight like? If you are not too fat, if you're not too obese, again, gaining weight, please don't get the misconception that gaining weight is to eat ice cream tomorrow. No, or to go and grab that chocolate bar and finish it up and say, I want to gain weight. Gain weight in terms of your muscles is fine. All right. If you're gonna gain weight, you can eat more, but eat more of the right food. Eat more protein, add on more protein in your diet, eat lean food, get some, get a lot of these pulses out there. You've got your pulses, the nuts, they're not, and chicken breasts. You have to invest in all this. But then again, if it's not easily accessible, because there's a lot of diet patterns people have out there, if you want to gain weight, you need to just start eating more, but eating the right food. Again, lunch, eat more brown rice. If you think you've taken a bowl of brown rice, add 2 bowls of it. But be cautious that if you're adding in too much of rice, but you're not going to burn it, you're not going to bulk. You can bulk just having a bowl of brown rice, a few slices of vegetable, 3 or 4 eggs, throw it in there. Or in the morning, this is what that has inspired me. Rich Piana himself, he takes around 16 eggs in the morning, but he works out around 3,000, 4,000 calories. So if you want to bulk, you need to bulk the healthy way, which is basically eat as much as you can. Do not limit yourself if you want to gain weight, but eat the right stuff and burn out that calorie. So put a fitness tracker on again so that you know that you're burning your calories, and eat whatever you want, but good stuff that goes into your body. You will gain weight in a good way, and you won't gain weight in a fat way. All right. Don't go and get ice cream. Get good stuff. Get proteins. Get good eggs and stuff like that. And that's the problem. And I say gain weight. The mindset is, okay lah, today I can eat nasi lemak, tomorrow I can eat nasi goreng, tomorrow I can start eating chicken, KFC, whatever, and all that stuff. No, eat good food 6 to 8 or 10 times a day. It's going to be hard, but every 2 hours in portions. You got to set your meals aside. It's a discipline you have to start taking, doctor. You have to have a Tupperware or container that you are willing to do. It's not going to be easy if you're on the go. I understand, doctor, you might be in the clinic. It's not going to be accessible to put like 10 Tupperwares in one side, because you're focused on your job. You might have to go to your next shop. Pick a shop which is nearby to you. Could be Subway, or pick a healthy shop. Or as now we have a lot of delivery companies that deliver, Food Panda, Dharmakan, Grab, whatever, Grab Order, whatever. Grab. There's a lot of apps that are out there right now, and companies that I see have started, health companies that have started good food that is delivered to you with a calculated amount of protein portions that can be sent to you, which is real food. Download those apps. They are there on the web. Download these apps. I don't order them because I basically make my own food, so I don't use these apps and all. But you can check them out, and they can send good food to you. But it's something, I would say, it might be a little bit costly on a daily basis. But if you can learn how to cook it, you can save a lot. So maybe you can buy 1 or 2 times of the meals that have been given by them. Good lean meat and every protein you can see there, and the brown rice, all very well calculated portions. But learn that. And then when you're going for your grocery shopping the weekend, go and do that, pick it up, start cooking it, and keeping it probably in your fridge or something, and then microwaving it. I don't normally recommend microwaving because it's not good. And I would say that if you can warm it up, with a warmer or whatever, eat it, and you're good to go, and you'll bulk healthily, doctor. Yep.
All right, there you go. Wow. But 16 eggs is a little bit
Yeah.
surprising to me.
Yeah, 16 eggs. This my good man Rich Piana takes 16 eggs a day, but 2 egg yolks, but the remaining is the egg whites. But you can gain it. You will really see the pumps. You will really see the biceps pumping. Everything will come up. Because again, it's your question. Your goal is, you want to ask yourself is, what is your goal? You want to be a bodybuilder, 16 eggs. Of course, I can't expect a person who's working with a family of 6 or 7, or probably you have a wife at home, and you have a lot of obligations. You're either taking care of you're either taking care of your mom or your dad. Of course, you cannot be just focusing on bodybuilding. But if you want to make it, like if it's your career, or if it's your passion, or if you want to make it into a job, or you want to be a personal trainer of yourself, then it's fine. 16 eggs is not impossible, good stuff. But don't just keep there, because if you don't burn the eggs, what's happened is there'll be stones that will be forming, and that's something you don't want to get happening in the long run. So protein also, it has to be flushed out. Drink a lot of water, add in your protein, add in your carbs, which is good carbs, brown rice again and again and again. If you can get access to white rice, I don't normally recommend it. Brown rice is still way better and recommended from my own personal testimonial. Eat that along with your eggs, with 1 or 2 vegetables. You will bulk well. Yep.
All right. So it's actually 8:70 now. We are supposed to start our Instagram session at 8:30. So I
Yeah.
guess we already answered all the questions from all over the world now.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Thank
quite
you very much.
impressive. And
Thank you very much.
just
Yeah.
like to say, on behalf of Yana, thank you so much, Thomas, for being with us for our first session here on Facebook.
Pleasure. It's a
So make
pleasure.
sure
Yeah.
to follow Thomas, check him out, follow him on YouTube, Kuku Thomas, follow him on
Kuku Tommy,
Instagram,
actually.
Kuku
Kuku
Tommy, all right,
Tommy.
Kuku Tommy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then go on Facebook, Poggy Tommy, right?
Kuku Tommy. Yeah.
All right, so
POGYTOMMY. Yeah.
So follow all these sessions as I already linked it. I actually linked all your profile on the comment section already. So make
Thank you,
sure to
ma'am.
follow him. And then we are going to start our second session later at 8:30 on my
Yeah.
Instagram. All right. I already linked my Instagram over there, www.instagram.com at militia/militialin_. So make sure
Yeah.
to come join us. So I hope that, Thomas really explained everything. I think I am clear.
Mm.
I really learned a lot, and I have notes.
Wow.
Just to be stay consistent as well. Really
Right.
inspired. You
Pleasure.
said find a role model. I
Uh-huh.
think I found one right in front of me.
So I'm still learning, and each time, pleasure to be an inspiration to anyone who's willing to change.
Yeah.
Happy. Yeah.
All right. So on behalf of all of our viewers here, and also just our supporters, just thank you so much, Thomas. For really teaching us how to live a healthier life. Going to a healthier path together. All right. So
Pleasure.
thank you so much. I'll see you
Thank you.
really soon.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah,
See you all.
thank you so much, Thomas. Bye.
Rock on. Yeah.
Yeah, rock on. Okay.